Morning, Steve Freed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, we've got beans and corn, futures a little bit lower, and wheat up about 6 cents overnight. Outside market stocks are lower, and crude is lower, and gold is lower, and the US dollar is a little bit higher. I think stock market might be reacting to last night's presidential debates and the ongoing concern about COVID and the impact it might have on food, fuel, and economic recovery globally. We have a USDA report today, and 11 o'clock we'll come out with the results, but historically this is not a big event. Over the last 15 years, half the time the corn and soybean stocks number has been either above or below the average trade guess by a relatively small margin. And this is the end of year 19 and 20 marketing year carryouts, so we don't expect much of a change there. Wheat number can be all over the board, maybe by as much as 50 to 100 million bushels versus the average trade guess. It's first quarter estimate of demand, and sometimes the feed usage is higher than expected, sometimes it's lower. As far as weather is concerned, we're looking at dry weather continuing in the U.S. southern plains, parts of Russia, and northern Brazil. It's very rare that Brazil continues to be dry after October 24th. So we have kind of that maybe 2.5 week window in which it could remain dry. It could slow planting of the corn and soybean crop, but the monsoon rain should pick up and provide at least normal rain activity for central north Brazil. It's a La Nina year, so we're still going to be watching if southern Brazil and Argentina stays mostly dry. Farmers still reluctant sellers of corn here in the United States. The Argentina farmer is a reluctant seller, as he has both have turned bullish. And I think the Russian farmer is also a reluctant seller until he gets a rain. I think that right now soybeans are trading just above what would one consider important support. Corn is also at the lower end of its recent trading range, and wheat is trying to bump up against the higher end of its trading range. Managed funds still have big longs in corn, beans, wheat, corn, beans, soybean meal, and soybean oil. Not much of a position in wheat, so we'll just kind of see if they want to hold these positions at the end of the month, at the end of the quarter, and reestablish them tomorrow, or if they want to lighten the load going into harvest. And again, I think the bulls hope that whatever the farmer sells here in the United States, it's absorbed by the record soybean export demand and by the bigger corn export demand. The last few days, we have not seen any new China U.S. soybean or corn sales announcements, and tomorrow they start a 7-day holiday. So that's been weighing on especially the bean market. So I think that we chop around, we try to establish a harvest lows, and then we'll see if we have a rally in the futures post-harvest due to this strong demand. Outside markets are trading deflationary, and again, we just don't know the impact of COVID will have until we have a vaccine. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day. And remember, always try to treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.